This is for the Dalton family. I hope you can see it. This is where I keep my extra cars. And there's my little seat I bought at, Big Lots. These are my switches. I have 6 switches. And then I have 4 of these on and off spur stops, which cuts off power so I can leave the engines and the trains on each of the spurs so I don't have to take them off of the track. That's the controller. Can you see that? That's the on and off and backwards and forwards. Okay, now the overall look of the whole deal. You can see it's a whole little community. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. Okay, what we've got first is we've got some little houses right here down the right side, and you can see they've got little cars and then little people. You see that? Little people? Okay, and then this comes off there and it goes into a sushi house and a boat rental that goes onto the beach, and there's my sea right there, and you can see, as with your eyes, 2 little Volkswagen campers with people, and the stairs going down to the beach with 2 little people there, and then the rental boats. I have a raft with a guy there and a lady sitting, and then I'll raise up and I'll go over to the far side, which is a group of rocks and people overlooking, and I'm going to zoom in on that. Can you see that? It's as much as I can do with little ladders and people up at the overlook. And then I'll pull back a little bit and you'll see the outline of trees, pine trees. And it goes all the way to, and there's a road, and then there's the firehouse with the fire engine. I'll pull back, and there's gas tanks and storage tanks, and then that's back on the other side where the controller is, and those bumpers there are for where, if I want to put it away, I'll rest it on the bottom that way up against the wall. Now you'll see, I'm going to pull back a little more, and you're going to see the farm that I made. I built all this, and you'll be able to see the little animals. Okay, I've got horses and I've got a donkey. That's a chicken house, and I put all the, that's a hay loft, and then you see I've got the trees, and then I've got a cow and a calf right there. And there, I'll pull back and you can see I made the barn with the silo, and then I'll pull back some more and you can see all the crops. And you see the crops in a row. You see that? Okay. Now, this is part of the industrial area. This is a manufacturing area and a coal chute, and you see the coal that came out of there, and other tanker car and an engine. And then there is another manufacturing place with a big smokestack. And the yellow engine that you see there, on there, that's spur number 1. Okay. Now as I pull back, you'll see the other part of the industrial area. This is a freight car rehabilitation. Can you read that? I'll pull back a little bit and you'll see the cars that Papa put there. They're all glued down, and you can see. Okay. Now, and that's right next to the farm. Then we go to the area that is owned by the trains, and it's got a water tower, as you can see. And then there's vegetation. And then there's a Quonset hut that you can see on the other side of that train. I'll pull in a little bit. Okay, can you see that with the trees? And some more ground cover. And then we go to the station. Okay, the train station, and you can see the little people. Can you see the little people? Okay, and then I'm going to pull back, and then we go down. That's a spur right there. It's the other spur, and it's got an engine right there, as you can see, and it's got a special crane car with its accessory car, and then we've got the red caboose, the little red caboose. Okay, we'll pull back, and there's the other switch, and there's our sushi house. Now we'll go into the interior. This is my other housing area. There's a house with something being built with a car, and it's right by a lagoon, as you can see, that I built. And there's this, 2-lane highway that goes there. Then there's a house like Papa's house, or like Aunt Mia and Uncle Eric's, with the big swimming pool. Can you see that? And I've got little people there. Somebody sitting on the diving board, and somebody standing right there. And then the cars are in the driveway, and then I've got a 2-story house right there. And there's another switch which goes over the whole set and goes over and hits over by the industrial area. Now I'm going to come back. Now on the other side, you'll see this, on the other side of that house, there's the downtown area, which is really kind of a business area, and there are 2 areas, or 2 buildings that I built, and you'll notice it's the lumber yard, Valley Lumber, and the other lumber stuff with people and little cars, and then the other type of, it's a mill, it's a grain mill, with a little guy in there, and then there's a grain chute that you see that the train goes underneath. There's signals, and then we go back to the end. So I hope you like that. I'm going to send it to you.